Are you ready for your case interview? We're going to give you a business situation and ask you to structure how you would solve the problem if it were a real consulting engagement. Let's use the whiteboard. Your client is the infamous rapper Kanye West. After a series of bad investments, Kanye has found himself $53 million in debt. He has hired you to prevent his bankruptcy in the short term and position himself to purchase his own island in the next 5 to 10 years. How would you structure this problem to help Kanye?
Okay, I'd like to start by breaking the problem down into 3 primary categories. First, I want to understand his current financial trajectory. We need to understand when he would run out of money if he were to continue along his current path. Next, I'd like to examine the levers to improve his financial situation over the next 6 months to put him on solid financial footing. While cost reduction will be a key component, we will examine others. Lastly, once he is financially secure, we can look into long-term business development strategies to help him accelerate his revenues and to purchase his own island. I've researched this, and apparently you can buy a small island in Greece for as low as $5 million. True story. To understand how dire the situation is, we need to calculate how much runway he has before he runs out of money. I'd want to look at his total savings divided by his monthly expenses plus his monthly debt payments minus his monthly income. This will give us the number of months he has before going bankrupt. Next, we need to move on to quick wins to ensure that he's making more money than he spends. To start, he can look into refinancing his debt. For example, if he saves even 1% per year on his $53 million in debt, he'll be pocketing over $500,000 per year. That's 1/10 of an island. Then we need to cut expenses. For luxury expenses like exotic vacations or items you can buy on Hammock or Schlemmer, we need to cut hard and deep. For necessities like food, clothing, and housing, he can significantly downsize. Instead of Gucci and Prada, he can wear Target. Next, we have quick revenue from his music career. We can look into optimizing revenue from albums and tours via pricing, bundling, or other value-added services. He can look into getting payments for guest performances or even sponsored content. Maybe he can offer brands a spot in his next video or song for maybe $500,000. Another move is to look towards friends and family for charitable donations. This may be a difficult sell, but worth exploring. Finally, he can pay off a lot of debt by selling his assets. He can likely get above market value for things because it was previously owned by Kanye. The final bucket is to set Kanye up to profitably take advantage of long-term growth opportunities. First, I'd want to perform an ideation session. Some initial ideas could be a subscription site where fans pay monthly for exclusive access to concerts, parties, music, and video logs. This list would be incredibly long, and this is the first step. Second, we'd prioritize these ideas. It's very difficult to execute on many ideas at once, so we will need to pick the best based upon profitability, likelihood of success, investment size, and time before the investment pays off. Once we have our top ideas, we need a disciplined process. He needs the right people who will push his thinking and prevent him from making bad investments. Further, he should invest in these ideas in stages and only increase the investment after they hit key milestones and need the additional cash burn.
Great job! I think if we explored all of these areas, we'd have Kanye on his way to owning his own island in no time. And if you have a consulting interview coming up, check out Consulting Confidant, where you can find more case demonstrations and set up a mock interview with a consultant from a top firm like BCG or McKinsey.